Alrighty, so we are live now. Finally, I don't know what's going on with this whole YouTube thing. It seems to be I put an event in, and all of a sudden it makes two live streams. So I apologize for that. Can anyone hear me? Hello. Yes. Hey, Taco Stacks. All right, Jazzy says yes. So that's good. Whoa, there goes the live stream. Everything's just going crazy now. I can hear and see you. So yes, here we are. Am I staying warm? Yes, I am. Texas Red, hello. If anyone sees that there's like two live streams going on, I apologize for that. There's one person that keeps on saying muted. I don't know why it says that. Hello. All right, everyone only sees one. All right, so there's a delay, so I apologize for that. But here we are, another beautiful day. It's actually pretty much, well, the sun's pretty much gone down. And I know the Super Bowl. All right, somebody said refresh if you can't hear. So if you can't hear, hit the refresh. You might have to hit the unmute button if that might be a problem as well. The Super Bowl is happening in like an hour, so I figured let's kill some time until then if you guys want to kill some time until then. If you guys are watching the Super Bowl, I probably won't be watching much of it. Might watch the third or fourth quarter. We'll see how well that goes. Hello from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Hello. Kipper. John, hey, how's it going? Hello from Western Pennsylvania. I don't know what's going on here. You mean the Maroon 5 concert? I don't even know. I don't even know who's playing at halftime. Hello from New Zealand, Ireland, Ohio. Super Bowl, what is that? It's good stuff. All right, so first question, Betty, do people get mad at you when you dig through the trash? Karen, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So far, no one's really gotten mad at me digging through the trash. I know that seems to be like a frequently asked question I get is, do people get mad at me? So for the most part, no one really gets mad at me. If you guys might remember a while back, this was, I would like to say early last year, if not the year before, there was a time where some elderly lady yelled at me from across the street, and she was not happy with what I was doing. She's like, do you even make money in this, that? And I was like, to save the earth. And she was definitely a little flustered. That was probably my only negative side that I've ever had with garbage picking. For the most part, it's actually pretty fun. And it seems to be like a lot of people actually enjoy it in terms of people who are getting rid of their stuff because they always want to see someone else happy with whatever they're picking up. And then, of course, if I can do something with it, it's always amazing as well. New York City in the house. Hello. Lynn Wright asked, what's my most valuable item I've ever found? Well, in the trash, I found a lot of cool things. I was actually thinking about this question. I got this question last time, and I thought about it afterwards about something, and I totally forgot what that was. The most valuable item I ever found, like at an auction, was a baseball bat, and I'll talk about that, in the future. But it was a game-used bat used by someone in the 50s. It was his rookie bat, and he is notably probably like the top 10 hitters in professional baseball. It wasn't Mickey Mantle, but it was up there. And I didn't know what I had until I sold it, unfortunately. But looking back on it, I still probably would have sold it. I'm just very fortunate I didn't sell it at the flea market for like $3. That's definitely one thing that I'm glad I don't regret. Why are the storage unit auctions so cheap where I live? Well, that's a very good question. The one thing with storage auctions is most of the time they are junk. They are essentially someone, just throws a bunch of things in an apartment building or from an apartment building into a storage locker. You got empty Clorox bottles. You have everything that might be, the contents of a house if something, happened in distress. And that usually ends up around like this area because there's a lot of apartment buildings and stuff. So those lockers go really cheap. Anna, thank you for the super chat. Treats and toys for Salsa. Thank you for the $15 super chat. I appreciate it. So everything usually goes really cheap because no one really wants to clean out a bunch of stuff. You have to figure out that you have to get rid of it. It's not necessarily just like you can resell it immediately, but you have to get rid of it some way. So if you have mattresses, I know a lot of townships around here, they might pick up mattresses once a month. So if you do one storage locker a month, you're all right. But if you do two, you're a month behind. So you definitely have a cost that goes along with this. Not everyone just throws everything out for the trash and they take it. Fortunately for me, my garbage men take everything. I try not to throw too much stuff, but if you can get rid of the stuff, it's very, very easy. Kipper, thank you for the super chat and the smiley face. It is very easy to kind of, get rid of the stuff that you don't want. Also, storage auctions go cheaper in the winter because there's no local markets. Living in the north, you might see this happen a lot, is that a lot of people go to storage lockers, sell at flea markets, and that's all they do. So if you only sell at a flea market and they're closed, you have to store it. So that's why a lot of stuff goes pretty cheap. Princess Arizona, thanks for everything you've taught me. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate for the $10 super chat. Lauren says, hit the like, friends. Yes, please, if you can. If you haven't already, hit the like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Do I find that because of channel, what you do for work has changed? Does it make you work harder? It surely makes me, it gives me motivation to keep going out there and keep doing it. I always thought of myself having a strong work ethic, but now that I have the channel and people like to see certain things, I definitely make it a priority to kind of do something. I have seen the work kind of change in terms of thrifting. As the channel seems to grow, I actually have found a lot of people who watch the channel come up to me in public and say, hey, thank you so much for this. And I ask them what they sell. And a lot of people do sell what I sell. And it's not necessarily that they found what I sell and they're copying me, but they are learning. So it has been hard to kind of pick those holy grail kind of pieces. But it's not frustrating in any way. I obviously have a lot of work on my hands. I haven't seen a lot of people, go out and do flea markets in terms of, see what I do and do flea markets as well. But thrifting has definitely got a little bit more difficult over the time period. That is for certain. Did you find any musical instruments? I'm trying to think about the one time S. Wig says, did I find any musical instruments? I'm trying to think of the last time I found a musical instrument. I found that one drum piece in the last storage locker. I think that was the last one, the brass piece. But, I haven't found really a lot of like guitars or drums or anything like that. What is my favorite thing to do? Trash picking, thrift shopping, flea markets, or scrap metal? My favorite thing out of all that is probably actually storage lockers. So that wasn't an option Benjamin offered, but I do like storage lockers. I think it's a lot of fun. It's really a true mystery hunt. Trash picking, there's a lot of scrap metal. There's a lot of hauling. So in that purpose, I definitely like storage lockers because there's definitely a true mystery hunt. And you don't have to buy a locker. Like you can go there and just look. You don't have to actually buy it. So just the experience alone and seeing like items that might be in jeopardy or whatever is always interesting in itself. Thrifting is fun as well, but I wish I can find more of those holy grail kind of pieces. That would definitely make thrifting more exciting. Shirley, thank you for the $2 super chat. Treats for Salsa. Salsa will greatly appreciate that. She can now enjoy a new bone. She loves those bones still. I'm very surprised. So she does go through them a little bit quicker, but she does love those bones. Juan asked, how did I get started in the business? Well, if you're talking about reselling, I did a little bit of reselling in high school. I graduate storage auction private. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Sup Taco, I love your energy, man. Keep up the hustle. Great to watch. Thank you. Appreciate it, Pirate. In terms of like when I got involved and how I got involved, I did a little bit in high school. I sold Legos. I sold some clothes, and I definitely saw there was definitely an opportunity to make it into a full-time job. I went for a couple of job applications outside of college, and I realized that a lot of the application process was really about politically, and not politically in terms of, politics everyone might know, but it's kind of like, who do you know? Who do you know in the business? How can that help us grow? All this, baloney that, I just don't believe in. And, I felt like I aced the interviews, and everything. I had all the qualifications. I still never got the job. Well, I said, why don't I just work for myself? If I have, this strength and this education that I've built, why don't I just do it for myself? And, kind of just built off that. If you have the work ethic, if you have the willingness to work, to sacrifice early on, you can make it a realistic goal. Kay Garrett asks, what's my degree in? I'm in business administration with a concentration in management. What? WV Big Cat, what is Salsa's favorite bone or treat? She kind of likes those Alpo things. So a lot of people have said in recent videos, make sure not to get her anything that's made in China. These are actually made in USA, I believe. I have some up there. She likes those. She also likes the blue. They're like apples, some kind of like square treat. She loves those. And her favorite bone is the canine stuffed marrow bone, which I find actually at my local grocery store. And I don't find anywhere else, which is weird. Take off the hat. Well, here's my hair. Whoa, look at that. I'll take off the hat for you guys. It's all right. See, I have hair. It's just that it's so cold in my house. I don't know how many people out there live in like an old house. It's just the draft in here is just crazy. It's always cold, and especially in a kitchen where the windows are single pane, it definitely could be a little chilly. You do have hair. Yeah, I do have hair. It's a little gray, with all this age that I'm getting, but look at all that gray hair. But it's all right. Do I own my house? I do own my house. I do not rent. You look good without it. Thank you, Wanda. Take care, common soldier. I've never seen you without a hat or a cap. Yeah, usually I actually I don't know if I suffer from iron deficiency or something, but I am always cold. As you see, I actually have 2 sweatshirts on right now, and I'm inside my house. I'm just really always cold. 1836 farmhouse in Montgomery County, always breezy. Yes. Am I married? I am not married, and no, I do not have kids as well. How old am I? You look young to me. How old do I look? It was actually my birthday last week. I was going to do a live stream, but I was like, screw it. I'm going to just hang out with Salsa, I guess. Give Salsa Icelandic lamb's horns. They're much safer than foreign. Oh, wow. Oh, man, all the numbers. You look 29. I got some 24s, some 34s, 30s. I will give you one hint. I'm not in my 30s. That is the only hint that I'll give you guys. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. So I definitely see there is kind of a delay on the stream, so I apologize for that. I don't know how to kind of fix that. If people are still guessing, I can see. Get a wood stove, Jack says. Well, the one thing with wood stoves is that they are really dirty. I'm not really concerned about the safety aspect of it, even though I do have Salsa. But it is very dirty. It's a lot of time. It's very time consuming. You have to heat up the flute. It's a lot of work. And unfortunately, at this time, I don't have that kind of time to kind of do that. But I do know, wood stove definitely burns hot. It's a good heat. The bearded diver. Who's winning the World Series this year? I would like to say the Mets, but I highly doubt that. Woody fan, pretty cool. Thanks. Pellet stove. Yeah. So pellet stove is the thing with the pellet stove also, I think, is isn't it pretty expensive? Pellets are pretty expensive. It's not as cheap as wood. It's not as expensive as oil, but then you have to kind of load it. It's a whole process in itself. My thing about selling at Quakertown this season, I don't think I'll be selling at Quakertown. I've never been there. I know Box Truck guy sets up there once in a while. I have a couple other friends. Bruce, he sets up there. I think Mark, he's a military guy. He sets up there. I've never been to Quakertown. I think it's called Q Mart, and I think they do a tailgate auction there as well. So, what are the cans behind me? These are mason jars. They are different. Every single one is different. So you got a clear one, then a blue one, then a blue one, then a clear one. And then the ones up top are mineral jugs. Sean with the negative big number years old. Hi from Belvedere, New Jersey. Are those real quilts on your walls? They are quilt toppers, I believe. They aren't actual quilts. Alicia, $5 super donation. Thank you. Happy birthday. Grab a coffee on me. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Awesome. They are, I believe, called quilt toppers. They aren't real, like, they are real quilts, but they're not the heavy ones, because heavy ones would definitely weigh down on the sheetrock and all that fun stuff. Um, so, yeah. Please say hi to Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Did I make them or my mom? I did not make these quilts. These are from auctions and stuff like that. My mom is not a quilter. She is very artistic, but she is not a quilter. She does like quilts, though. Have a good one, Bearded. Have you ever sold at Leesport? No, I've not sold at Leesport. And the reason why I haven't sold at Leesport is because my whole thing is like, it's on the Wednesday is like the big kicker, right? So it's Wednesday, and that's 50% off day. So it's like either I go thrifting, which, is definitely the most profitable, or I go sell at the flea market. And this whole like past year, pretty much every single thrifting flea market Wednesday day has rained. And I know Leesport was definitely hit pretty bad this year with the rain, as well as my flea market was also hit pretty bad. So I haven't sold there yet. Pizza Cow, can you say hi to my dad, to Doyle? Hi, Doyle. John asks, how are you liking the new van? I'm thinking of getting one. If I can do it over again, I didn't get a great deal on it, I probably would have got a Ford. The Dodge one's having problems. Right now it's having electrical problems. I got my van inspected, and the license plate light is out, and I can replace the bulb 3 times, and it burns out within 10 minutes. Sergeant, you need at least 20 to get a good cup. You like fishing. I am not a huge fisher, but I appreciate the super chat donation. Thank you for the donation. Have I ever bought and sold comic books? I've done really poorly with comic books. So the one thing with comic books is, like, if you sell them at the flea market, especially the flea market by me, they don't want the new ones. Even if you sell it for 2 for $1 or 4 for $1, it's not desirable. Everyone wants the older ones, so like the ones previous to the 80s. So the 80s, 70s, 60s, obviously those are good ones, but the ones from the 90s and 2000s, they haven't done well. I've bought like 6 or 8 flats, and they just don't sell. That's definitely a difficult margin, difficult aspect of selling. Nicole, thanks for the content. I enjoy your videos. $2 super chat. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate the super chat. Is reselling your full-time work, Carol asks? Yes, it is. Reselling clothes is my full-time gig. Steve, let's calm it down over there, Steve. Why do I think Pyrex bowls are collectible? Irene asks. Well, I think they're collectible because they're good display pieces. I think they definitely have a strong demographic of people who want to collect something from their time period. And considering that they aren't really reproduced now in terms of the same pattern, same color, whatever it might be, that definitely has that collectible value to it. And it gives someone, something to collect. So, you can display them as well if you want to. $458 people in the chat. Thank you, guys. Started liking you scrappy now. I make just as much money reselling the stuff I find. That's awesome, Jam. That's awesome. Especially, one thing is, like I say a lot at the flea market. If you guys can do, flea marketing, that's definitely an option to kind of, rather than scrap stuff, you can definitely sell stuff there. Unfortunately for me, it's so far off that's like, if I can scrap it for $3 a day or sell for $4 in 2 months or 3 months at the flea market, I might as well just scrap it today, spend that $3 on a box lot, turn that $3 into $8. It's a whole kit and caboodle for itself. Have I ever found a Kent Radio 1935? Juan asks. I'm not huge on electronics. You saw one yesterday at an auction. I don't know if you grabbed it, but if you did, that'd be awesome. Doesn't Salsa miss you when you go junking? She does miss me, but the one thing is, like, she's kind of like, when she's by herself, she's definitely by herself. I don't think she gets too carried away. Love to start a flea market, Ott asks. That would be an awesome aspect. New Demolition Ranch, thank you for the super chat. $2 super chat, awesome. Thanks, man or woman. Ever think about leaving Pennsylvania? You seem you stayed close to home. I do go to New Jersey a little bit. Anita, Starbucks on me. Thank you for the super chat. Awesome. Thank you. Check out her channel as well. She does have a channel and she'll be doing a couple live streams. I think she does jewelry, maybe depression glass, if I'm not mistaken. I saw on Instagram, maybe carnival glass. If I'm off there, I apologize. What was the best piece of jewelry you've ever gotten? I'm not a big jewelry guy, but when I cleaned out that one locker that has like 6.8 million views now, that video, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't like show just because it was like already at 25 minutes. I didn't know if people really want to watch a 40-minute video, but I came across a lot of gold and silver in that unit. And then I eventually sold that to another guy who does buy and sell gold. I got around, I think it was, his offer was like $298 and I got $300. So I got $300 out of it. And he sold it for, I think, $335. So Jody, thanks for everything, buddy. Fun watching. Thank you for the super chat. Canadian $2. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that was definitely, so I probably made about $300 in gold on that locker, which was, very, very fortunate. But, there's also hit and misses. There's been lockers where I spent 8-10 hours cleaning out. I had my brother help me out. And I think I made like $50. So for like 8 or 10 hours of work, $50, it's not the best profit margin or return on your investment. Who do I like in the Super Bowl this year? Well, I'm not really a big betting man, Diamond, you ask. I don't know. Tom Brady is honestly probably one of the best quarterbacks all time, if not the best. I love to watch somebody who like really exceeds at something. That's cool. I do wish the Rams would win, just let somebody else win a little. But I'm a Giants fan. Somebody did ask me. I'm a Giants fan. I don't mind if the Jets win it. And also an Eagles fan, just in case they're in it, because that boosts business for me because I come across so much Philly stuff around here. And whenever a local team does well, you'll definitely see a huge bump in revenue. I can tell you that right now. So those three are in it, but none of them are in it. So it is what it is. Timbo, what's up, Taco? You seem like a truly nice guy. Hope you are doing great. Thank you. I'm doing well. Hopefully you are as well. Hi from Texas, Beverly. Go Wolverines. Wonder if that's Michigan. Nice sweatshirt. Thank you. I actually got this in fan mail day a long time ago. This has been something I wear often. I don't have a lot of, so one thing with sweatshirts is I do wear a size larger. I'm wearing 2 right now, but I think a medium, when you wash it once, it shrinks. It's terrible. Terry, hi Taco from Tennessee. Michael, smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that like button. What's my favorite thrift store, Heather asked. My favorite thrift store is definitely Salvation Army. It used to be the Salvation Army in Whitehall, Pennsylvania. Now it's not. It's so overly picked. Every time I go in there has to be 3 or 4 other people picking, especially around my age, picking the same exact stuff. Some people do. So I do styles. I don't do brands. But there's just so many people in there. It's very hard to get something off the shelves or off the rack before someone else does. About 2 years ago, I found a Pink Floyd 1989 or 87 concert t-shirt there, which I got like 150 out of. I think it was only $1. That was probably my best hit there, but that was before everyone picked over that market or that store. Beverly, hello, Taco from West Virginia. T-Bass, hey. Taco, your word, there are 2 T's in the word button. Yes. So also, if you guys haven't noticed, I pronounce my T's as D's. It's part of, like, I guess, an accent, a New York accent, or it might just be because I don't know how to speak properly. It is what it is. How's your driveway doing, Amy asked. My driveway is frozen, has a bunch of snow on it right now. There is ice underneath, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Do vintage Grateful Dead t-shirts sell? They do sell. You just need the vintage ones. Don't have the repros, the repops. Actually, at the flea market I was selling it this year, some guy had a huge stack, like yay big, times like 8. And they're all the reproduction Grateful Dead t-shirts. Like he just screen printed them. And I asked him how much he wanted for me. He's like $25. They're old. And I was like, all right, guy. So I just walked on. But you can buy the reproductions for like, I like to say like 18, $20 on eBay. Hello from north of England. Hey, Andy. Skating rink in your driveway. There is a skating rink in my driveway. It is. Any do-it-yourself projects coming anytime soon? Just me asked. I don't know if I'll be doing any do-it-yourself projects. I'm not really a handy person. Somebody did notify me on Instagram earlier about somebody who did like a dresser thing, and it was like individual dresser drawers or like not shelves, the drawers themselves, and they stacked them. And they're really cool because there was like one that was narrow, then there was one that was large and narrow, then like really small. It was really, really cool. The only thing that was like really weird, I thought would be really difficult to do, would be make the outside cabinet, all the same color, which was what it was. It was all the same wood type, whether it be like maple or whatever, or it was ash. And it was all the same, but the insides were all different. So I don't think that would really happen. Jordan, hey. Doris, hello from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hello from Brazil. Hello from Argentina. Why the name Taco Stacks? Thanks for all the effort in the videos. Well, college, we used to go to Moe's, Southwest Grill, and it was like this whole thing where like all of our best friends just bought from Moe's. We all used to buy something because there was usually Mo Monday and then there was like Nacho Friday or whatever. And then they came out with the taco stack when I was in college. And it was kind of like a thing that we all joked about, like calling each other taco stack. So it just kind of stuck as no. And I decided I didn't want to do like a name that was like relevant to one thing because I didn't want to stay in one market of YouTube, as you guys know. You know, I do thrifting, reselling, scrapping, junking, auctions. I do all these different things. I didn't want to like just make a name that was like one category. Almost at 500 people in the chat. We got 30 minutes till game time. Jordan, hey, how you doing? Hello from North Carolina, Judy. Say hi to Angela. Hello, Angela. It's live with that high-speed internet. I bet McDonald's is missing. Don't worry, I was there twice today. So no worries. How tall are you? I'm 5'10". I'm not that tall, unfortunately. More important, Coke or Pepsi if you had to choose? I don't know. I can't choose that one. Coke maybe? I don't know. Coca-Cola. The cleanest chat I've ever been in. Thanks, Blunk. Anything but the Patriots. Would I ever open up my own thrift store? I don't know. There's like, so the whole thing with the open up the own thrift store, like it'd be awesome to get like donations, but you're going to get a lot of stuff that like used diapers and just like garbage. And I see what all these people who do like these storage lockers, they just take everything that's garbage and just donate to the thrift store because they have to take everything. I don't know if I want to go through that whole process. Also the insurance, all those other things they have to deal with running a store, that would be a hassle, you know. Hello, Ryan. Zink asked. Hello, Ryan. Can you do a video on how you list clothing on Etsy? I have major issues trying to list clothing on them. Yeah, I could probably do that in the future. I don't know what my plans are for this week. So right now, you guys are going to get probably going to get a garbage picking video tomorrow. I just filmed one today. After I'm done with this, I'm going to edit that video, and it should be out tomorrow. After that, it's a wild card. I have no idea what I'm doing this week. Usually I'm about 2 to 3 days behind on my videos. So, I always have a video for you guys every single day. Right now I've caught up because of the cold. I was unable to do a couple of things. We had 1 week where the auction was canceled, that I didn't buy a storage locker and I thought I was. So it's kind of caught up. So now it's kind of just, it is what it is. Need to get more beanies. We all want them. Yes, hopefully you should get beanies within a couple of weeks. I'll probably make another order that sometime this week. Like always, the only thing is like I have to make like a minimum order. It's always tough to kind of just like upfront and be like, hey, look, I want to buy 50 beanies or 100 beanies or whatever it is, especially with winter kind of dwindling down. So we saw The groundhog the other day said spring's early this year. At least that's what I thought I read. So hopefully it is true. Striped ones. Yes, I'll try to get some striped ones. How old is Salsa? Salsa is 7.5 months. So I don't know if she's going to get any bigger. A lot of people have said that they usually grow and they go through random spurts, but what Australian number plates do you have? I am not sure. I know I have a couple Australian plates. Have you ever been to Scranton? Yes, I've been to Scranton. All right, I got about 2 more minutes here. I'm going to give you guys some time to get out to your Super Bowl parties if you guys are heading out to parties. If you guys are staying back, just watching YouTube, that's awesome as well. That's probably what I'll be doing tonight, just watching YouTube. What won't I resell? Probably records. I don't have a record player, so I can't test them. They also seem to be a pain to ship. People said they ship them in like pizza boxes, which sound awesome, but talking to the guy who owns the pizza store, he's like, they're not cheap to buy those pizza boxes. Like a large pizza box, I think cost them like $1.45, like for the large size pizza. I'm like, that's cutting into your profits, man. So, I mean, if you got to spend like $2 or $1 or $3 on a box, I don't like it. How long does it take you to edit your videos? Every video is different. Garbage picking takes me about an hour. Thrift store takes me about 30 minutes. Storage auctions take me roughly about 3 hours to edit a storage auction video. As in terms of if I buy a storage locker, it takes me 3 hours to edit it. So they definitely take me a long time, and that's because there's so many different angles that I put into it. I also want to be chronological. So that definitely takes the longest. When am I going back down to the dump? So I'll probably try going this week. It's supposed to warm up. I was just walking around today, and I actually took a drive into the woods down the road, and the woods are still covered with snow. So there's at least 4 or 5 inches of snow left. Hopefully it melts this week. I'll try to get out there mid to late week. All right, guys, I'm going to head off here. Mail time soon. I will try to get to mail time very shortly. I have a pile over here as well. So I'm going to head off here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys have enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. And hopefully you guys enjoy the Super Bowl or whatever kind of festivities you get into tonight. Remember to stay safe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So I appreciate everyone who came into the chat, all the super chats as well. Thank you, guys. Take care. Peace.